How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Shenanacast. This is the most frantic, start in the episode we've ever had.
We're ready to get into it, so let's get started.
Yeah. So today's topic is going to be meme history. I know that's going to excite all you little band kids out there, but this is serious business. And I haven't done any
Kids.
research, so this is off the dome of my memory.
Well, that's a good thing. It leads to authentic conversations.
It sure does. So, I was a big fan of the 2012 meme era.
Really? 2012?
Yeah, you remember that, the Pop Tart cat or whatever, and
Oh, Neon Cat?
yeah, and you know the little kid with his fist bumps in the air. He's like, "I did it."
Charlie bit my finger.
Yeah, yeah. Charlie bit my finger was peak humor for me back then. Was that's where it all troll face, dude. That's where it all started.
Trollface is a crazy throwback. Well, I mean, Trollface has kind of been making a comeback, though.
Sure is, and I 100% support it because it's
Um,
if
what else is fun?
if you superimpose my face and just my face and you make it white and black, it's literally the troll face.
Well, I feel like one thing that's not talked about a lot is the Rage comics,
Yeah, I really like the Rage comics. And
which those are they're what started it all.
well, it's I really like them because looking back, you're like, oh my goodness, we were idiots. Like, you read it and it's cool, right? But none of it makes sense, and it's how do you even read that? Like back then, it's we shared that to each other on Instagram when it was tan, before it became
iFunny. See, that's a name that nobody's talked about in a really long time. It's
Okay.
iFunny.
I
I know some people who still use it.
I have to be real with you. I was planning to do a deep dive on iFunny because the place is a hellscape right now. I want to make a really long video on it, just exploring.
Is there no mods anymore?
Dude, no, you go to collective and it's just people dying and racist stuff.
Oh, it's not full of porn like it used to be.
It still is.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's funny because it's a lot of people that have iFunny on their phone, they don't even know the dark secrets. It's just because feature is just Facebook now. It's just boring meme after another, right? But you go into
I remember I used to.
you go into collective and it is the dark depths.
Well, it's because it's so hard to monitor it.
Dude, and then
Even
and don't even ask me why I know this. But one day the servers went down iFunny and then everybody went to that I'm blanking on the name where you check the server of the website, you can commentate on it. They make comments.
Down Detective.
Yeah, dude. And they just ran it for a day. They just the degenerates took it over. It was and you can still look at the archives and just people went off. They're yeah, yeah, all these immigrants need to get out right now. It's oh my god.
It's kind of iFunny to me is kind of the rejects of 4chan,
Yeah, exactly, dude. It's
which isn't saying much.
it's the people who were already gross on 4chan all immigrated to iFunny where they could be accepted.
Well, when I was in elementary and middle school, I remember I would I would watch the time so I knew when the new featured came out every day.
That's crazy.
And I used to call them memes too.
Did you really?
Yeah. It was bad. And this was 2016 too, 2015. Another one that's kind of reached status nowadays is Doge.
You're a really big Doge fan.
Who is?
You are.
I know I am.
You mentioned Doge more than like anybody that's like my friend,
I'm
which isn't many people. So I was never really
um
like into the Doge memes, but I definitely get it.
I wasn't. I think that Doge memes are like insufferable. Like much funny, haha, wow.
Yeah,
Like who in the world's writing these things? But I just think the irony of it's kind of funny.
yeah,
Because
exactly.
some
It's like,
teenager or grown adult is sitting there typing that out.
well, it's definitely like 40-year-old men.
You know, one of my teachers in high school had a weird obsession with Doge. She would like
Did she invest
have a
in
Doge
Dogecoin?
meme. Oh, no, actually, one of my history teacher in high school did.
That's so upsetting. That's so sad for him.
But no, no, the weird part is, which makes me sound sexist, but it was a girl. I've never heard of a girl investing in meme coins,
Yeah, I've definitely never seen like,
especially like,
well,
especially like a grown woman, you know.
yeah, and it's even like cryptocurrency is definitely more like popular and more like mainstream than it is. I feel like back then when Dogecoin was relevant, it really wasn't. You know?
I I saw my friends in high school buying it. Right now, I have a very small investment in Shiba coins. But it turned out to be a really good investment. I have a 30% return on it.
That's crazy. That's insane,
But I mean,
actually.
I mean, I only put $1
I
in.
made 33 cents
But
instead
like,
of.
if I were to put like $1,000 into it, I would have made $300.
Mm,
Like 30% is really good.
that's really good, especially for like a coin, you know, like not a company.
Well, I put $1 into Bitcoin too, and I have
Mm.
a 50% return on that too.
It's still 50%? Or to go
Yeah,
down?
yeah.
Wow. My friend, his
And
like
like,
mom's boyfriend got like perfectly got in and out of Bitcoin at the time. He's like rich right now. Like he has like a lot of money.
well, the thing is, I make either really good or really bad decisions.
Yeah, that's what I do too,
Like,
dude. Like I don't know what's wrong with me. Cause I do one good one, I think I'm
like,
a genius, and I have like five bad ones.
like, okay, right now, I'm sitting at a 34% return on Google. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
which is really good. I mean, it's like a $20 return. While on this weed stock I have, I am at a negative 21% return. And it's like I can't win. Like either I do really good with it or really bad. I mean, I'm still net positive,
Yeah, that's how
but
mine are too. Um. Oh, dude. But anyways, we have a topic. We're not supposed to do that. So, we talked about like those memes, the Rage Comics troll face. But I really want to talk about like the era where like just nothing made sense and that was funny. Like it was like impressionism in like meme form.
like 2018 kind of like when it was
Yeah,
like
when like
E.
yeah, yeah, I was about to say that.
Well, okay, okay. We're, we're getting ahead of ourselves because we have to talk about the
We have to talk
like
about MOG, dude.
yeah, and 2016
Yeah,
because
you're right.
2016 was kind of like the rebirth of memes
2016 was the renaissance. Like,
because we had one very important figure, or I guess two actually. One is which is still around today. We had Harambe and Pepe.
I actually forgot about Harambe. He's
And also,
he's the
we
butterfly
had
effect.
the Who Dat Boy, the frog on the little unicycle.
I hated that one. Oh, dude, there was this kid in my school named Chaz, and he loved that shit. And it made me so upset. Like every single day, I was like, Chaz, shut up about the frog. Like every single day, dude. It was so
I
annoying.
okay, this is embarrassing to admit,
Yeah.
but I used to when I was in middle school, I would draw Pepe all day long.
I can one up it, dude. And
How?
this is real. This is really bad. You don't even know this actually. But in like fifth grade, and some of it was like a lot of it was ironic, but it was like semi like this is kind of cool. It's like I used to draw. I can't believe I'm saying this. I used to draw like people's like they would like send me like notes like what they wanted. I used to draw them like FNAF characters.
No way.
Yeah, you'd be like, I was like I wanna be Jangles the elephant. I'm like, okay, is this a withered version or is this a
No
classic?
way you did
Yes, I
this.
did. And then and then in fifth
That's
grade,
crazy.
my school was super obsessed with Five Nights at Freddy's. Like I need context on that. But and then I remember this kid in my
Hold on, I lost my
class.
audio.
You good? Is it me?
Hold on, pause.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay, you're good now.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Um, my class was like there was like couple other things that are really embarrassing about that school year, but that's probably number one. Um, my class is like really into Five Nights at Freddy's for some reason, and back then I was like, this is really dumb, right? But I was like, this kind of cool. Like I don't even know why I was doing that. But then this kid in fifth grade, we had to like write a book. It was like okay, and this kid did it on Five Nights at Freddy's. And I was reading through it, and I was like, "This sucks." So I wrote my own book on Five Nights at Freddy's to one up him.
Um, we had actually he was one of my really good friends in elementary school, but he moved away.
Mm.
He was obsessed with Five Nights at Freddy's,
I
and
was
for our
not
talent show,
obsessed. I have to make that very clear. Like as soon as the hype was over, I was gone.
he would talk about it like all the time. And for the talent show, he sang a Five Nights at
Oh
Freddy's
no,
song
he did
and made
not.
a bunch
He did not.
of.
No way.
Okay, and that's not even the bad part. He made like four girls cry because they were so scared. Like this one girl in our class was so terrified of Five Nights at Freddy's. Like whenever anybody brought it up, she would just like start crying.
Dude, like,
And he sang it and got in trouble.
dude, I had like kids like that too. Like, Huey's basement actually, he had this like giant teddy bear down there. And we had this friend, and he would not go down there because he was so afraid of Five Nights at Freddy's. He thought the bear was going to kill him. And we're like,
No way.
that is a stuffed animal, you idiot. Like it's not Freddy Fazbear. You know, like Freddy Fazbear is on this random suburban basement.
Do you think that there's people like there's like little kids now who are like afraid of like Skibbity Toilet or like what's that one Poppy's Playtime guy?
Dude, there is definitely I knew kids that were afraid of Siren Head. And that was really embarrassing.
Oof, that one's bad because that wasn't popular until like 2020.
Exactly. I was like, well, he was like, it was this. I don't even remember what I was doing. It was like I was like volunteering somewhere, and this kid was like, they were like talking about Siren Head, and they were like talking about how scared they were of it. Like it was like a campfire story. I was like, this is so stupid. I do want to talk about like things that traumatized us in a future episode, but I have a really good one that's also embarrassing. I'm gonna save it. A little
Well,
sneak peek.
another one that I hated, this one really bothered me, was Salt Bay.
Yeah, I hated that too.
Because the thing is, like, he's still popular now. Like, he has his own restaurant. Like, who's funding this?
Yeah, that's so stupid.
There, there's no way he made that much money off of a stupid meme.
I did back to the memes. Harambe was like actually the butterfly effect for our current like way of life.
He's kind of dropped in. Like, nobody really talks about it anymore, though.
I think people are too depressed to remember.
It's also been 8 years, though,
That's
too.
that's true. Um, what I
Man, some of my brothers are younger than Harambe.
that's super weird. Well, it's because like when we have like kids and stuff, it's like I can't tell them about Harambe. that we were like fascinated. You know, it
Yeah.
was like, yeah, this monkey got killed in the zoo and it caused COVID in World War III. He's gonna be in like history books
Oh,
in black and white.
who else was popular? There was Damn Daniel with the white vans.
Dude, I really like Damn Daniel. Actually,
I still say it
I don't
sometimes.
still say it, but I should. 'Cause that's good.
I sometimes I reference things and people just look at me like I'm crazy.
You told me about it earlier. Um,
Like, oh yeah, I forgot what I was telling you about though. It was on another episode.
yeah, I cut it out. Um, look, I do that too, but like I have like ones that I don't share with anybody that I only repeat to myself because I'm the only person who's gonna get it. Because my IQ is so low, dude, that like I won't find like a joke of something funny, but I'll find the way like somebody said something like hysterical, and then I'll quote that.
Oh yeah, then people have no idea what you're
No
talking
way,
about.
wait,
Like they'll
like
go like,
yeah, I just said a sentence in a funny voice. You know, like it doesn't make any sense. Um, I do want to talk about MLG because I really liked MLG when it was first came out.
see, I never really got into it that much.
I had
So
I had this app on my phone. Oh, you would just like hold it up to people and it would have like the MLG like 420, the sniper thing, and like Snoop Dogg, you know. So so my grandma was watching me. I kept on like shining the filter at her and taking pictures. Go look at grandma. She's MLG.
that's bad.
I know. But I thought it was so cool. I thought like not cool, but I thought it was like I don't know how to explain it. Like
The bee's knees.
yeah, the bee's knees. Like I would listen to 21 Savage and look at MLG compilations. And then then I would like tell people at school about the Illuminati. Like I did like research to scare people.
You want to hear a really embarrassing story
Hmm.
from that time period?
Yeah.
Do you remember the song Panda?
Uh-huh.
So I used to be in daycare, like during that time,
Mm.
and I used to have that like data plan where if you go over your limit, you get like really throttled speeds, like
Mm-hmm.
600 kilobytes.
Mm-hmm.
It's embarrassing to even talk about. Okay,
Okay.
basically, I could only load so much of a YouTube video before it stopped. So
Uh-huh.
on the bus ride to the daycare, I listened to that song, like the intro to the song, like upwards of 10 times because then it would freeze and I'd have to restart it.
I've got another
It
one
was
for
so
you.
bad.
When Undertale came out, I thought the soundtrack was really cool. So when I was a kid,
Of course he did.
I would unironically listen to the Undertale soundtrack, and like the second it became lame, I dropped it and I pretend like I didn't even hear about the game. Go
No, but the
Undertale.
important
What's
part of my
that?
story
What?
was that I wasn't using headphones. I was playing it out loud.
At 600 kilobytes.
Yeah, it was terrible. Like, and the
That's
bus driver, when we got off the bus, was like, "Next time, can you bring headphones?"
like you're just like you have to imagine that like this is real speed for it to be cool.
It was so bad. Like,
Oh.
it was like a 20-minute bus drive, and I only got like halfway through the song because basically when it froze, I had to restart it from the beginning.
So you just kept on trying over and
So
over again.
yeah, so it would play the. It was so bad. Man, that's. I try not to talk about that too much.
This is gonna be our most viewed episode.
2,000 views.
Like 3 million views. Like, oh my goodness, everybody knows. I used to draw FNAF OCs in 5th grade.
No, I used to draw like full body Pepes, but with like rubber duck bodies.
What?
Okay, so imagine Pepe the Frog's
Yeah.
face on a rubber duck.
Wh- Why did you draw that?
I spent an entire summer perfecting my Pepe drawing,
That's like,
and I would like, and I would send it to my friends for them to like judge it. Be like,
you just go, what do you think? And it's a rubber ducky.
yeah.
Dude, like,
The thing is, this was going into 7th grade, so I wasn't even like
oh,
10. I
you,
was like,
yeah, you weren't at the age where it was acceptable.
yeah, I
Like,
was at like,
like you should know better. Dude, I can like imagine like I was like in the future working for like a mental asylum, right? And then it's like, well, one of them broke out, and then I go investigate, and the only thing drawn on the walls is like Pepe's head and a rubber ducky. It's like I know who it is. I know who got away.
well, do you remember like, because 2016 was when they really started like the social justice stuff,
Mm.
and they were like trying to get Pepe the Frog labeled as a hate symbol.
Dude, like I learned like recently that like Pepe the Frog is like an acid thing.
Oh, really? I didn't even know that.
Well, I don't know if like it was back then, but now it is. Like a lot of like acid packets have like Pepe the Frog's face on them.
It was probably no. He appeared in like a comic in 2008.
Yeah, you're right.
It was like a. It was in
2008.
like the UK. Yeah, it's super
Oh my
old.
goodness, that's way older than what I thought it was. Ugh. Oh,
Oh,
anyways.
the guy who made it was Matt Furry.
Oh, gross.
Oh no, I was wrong. It's 2005.
That's even worse, dude. I was 1 year old when Pepe the Frog came out.
I might not have even been born yet. Um, but it just says 2005, so I don't know. But his moniker is Feels Good Man.
Feels good, man. That's something Lemon Lime would say. Um, what's the next era after MLG, dude?
It's
I'm
it's the like
no, it's
we're
that.
we're moving more into like contemporary era
Yeah,
where it's like,
yeah. That was like the E stuff, right?
oh, I hated that stuff.
I did too. Like everything was
Like
like,
people,
well, it was so lazy too, because you just like take a picture of a shrimp, deep fry it in Photoshop, and put like red bananas, and it's like, oh, that's funny.
Thanos car.
Yeah, like I did think the Thano Yeezys was really funny though. Like that was good.
What was the other thing that they would do? They would do. Oh, so in my class in middle school, um, whenever we had a sub, people would spam the Yi thing,
Oh,
and it was always we had like an Eastern European sub.
mm-hmm.
It should be like, who is making that Yi? And the whole class would like make fun of her, and I felt so bad. But that actually reminds me of another story. It's a quick story.
Mm.
So, I was in my health class in 8th grade, and our sub had the biggest ears I'd ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Like straight up like monkey ears. Okay.
Mm.
Like like I'm not even joking. If you stacked his ears on top of each other, it's probably the same height as his head. Okay.
Mm.
So we leave the class, and we're going to the social studies class, and me and these other two girls had the class, like these classes back to back. And so one of the girls is talking about how big his ears are. He rounds the corner, stands behind her while she's talking about how big our last sub's ears were, and then unlocks the door to the class and is our sub for the next class. And then
He goes, I
he ended up
heard
taking-
you. I bet you did.
He ended up like sending the girl down to the office because he like picked a fight with her later. But
He beat the shit out of her. He has a tire iron. Dude, there was this
you
kid
haven't
in my class. Do you remember when tapping was a thing?
tapping?
Yeah, like with your pencil in your hand, you like make music on your desk.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
So
like beat making.
yeah, so there was this kid, and he was a menace, dude. Like he like stole his dad's car to drive to school because he didn't like because he didn't want to ride the bus because some like I don't even know. But then and this was in seventh grade, by the way. So this, I mean, 13-year-old, 14-year-old kid stole a car to drive to school. Well, so we were in this class. It was a substitute. It was like towards the end of the year. And she goes, if anybody taps one more time, you're going straight to the office. Right? And he just goes, right, just goes for it. And she goes, out, out, out. And then he does a backflip and then runs out the room to the office. It's like, oh my god. Who are you?
You know what? We should have an episode dedicated just to middle school stories because I have some really good ones, like the shower story.
Dude, I have like repression from middle school.
Honestly, the shower story, if you asked me what my story of my life would be, that would probably be in my top three.
Well, that's
Do
what
you know what one I'm talking about?
yeah, that's what the theme was. Why I brought that as a guest topic was because like, wait, because when we're in college or meeting people, you told that story every time because it's so good.
Yeah, it's a top like 10 story of all time. But we should go into more contemporary memes that are like prevalent today.
The thing is,
Number
like,
one,
go ahead.
I would say Big Chungus.
Dude, the thing, you're gonna hate this, but Big Chungus is old news.
Yeah, well, like we're moving forward through time, so I
Oh,
think
I
that Big
gotcha.
Chungus was kind of the mark of the
Dude,
beginning of the current age.
I love Big Chungus. like more than anybody really knows.
Do you think you love Big Chungus?
Wait, I
Me and my
would
friends,
go ahead.
we would listen to music. This was like 2018,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe
Yeah,
yeah, it was 2018 going into 2019.
you have to give the
So it was
context. We
like
do cringy stuff because it's like if it's in the time, it's okay.
so it was a little bit after, like this was a couple months after he was popular.
Mm,
So it was at that point where everyone was like, "Ew, Big Chungus," you know.
mm,
So me and my friend, so this was also the time when Old Town Road was popular.
mm-hmm.
So me and my friend would listen to Old Town Road x Big Chungus mashups.
Mm-hmm.
That is like a relic of the past. Because I mean Old Town Road is forgotten about nowadays, and just Big Chungus and Old Town Road are the same sentence really with the date on when this was.
It really
And
ages
we
you.
would just listen to it.
Like you think about like
And
Big Chungus, and there's like an expiration date on you.
once you say Big Chungus, you're officially an unk.
Yeah.
But and we would like quote it too. Like we would go down the hallways and like not sing it,
What's
but
up,
like we would
Doc?
say that'll hold them all white. It's
Big
bad.
Chungus.
It's really bad.
We should make like our own like Big Chungus as the mascot of the show.
Maybe on season 2 we can have him be the
Skunkus.
cover.
Big Skunkus. One time, me and my friend, do you know the Big Chungus songs? Big Chungus, Big Chungus, Big
Nope.
Chungus, Big Chungus, Big Chungus. You know that song?
Yeah, you're forgetting that I know everything
Okay.
about Big
Okay.
Chungus.
So long story short, we were blasting that song, and we were purposely looking for cops to blast it at, like driving in our car. So
Maybe that's a good idea.
they would pull someone over, like, Big Chungus, Big Chungus,
Uh-huh.
like on
What
the highway.
happened?
And that's the joke, by the way. Like, there's nothing more to that story. We used to blast
Nice
the
one.
big. Okay. We used to play the blast the Big Chungus. And what sucks, dude, is like it actually like ruined my radio, like my bass system.
Really?
Yeah, like it's all like rattling now when you play it. You play things really loud.
Man, Big Chungus really messed your car up.
Yeah. Can you imagine I blast a song now and like my like muffler falls off, like my suspension
Your
pops.
it bends one of your valves in your engine.
Big Chungus, my engine goes on fire. Oh
You're-
shit.
You do it, all four of your tires fly off.
I'm going 90 on the highway.
Another one that I think has been growing. So it started out kind of like very niche. Like I've been seeing these guys forever as soy jacks.
Yeah, you're right.
Like I think like they started becoming popular in like 2018, 2019. Or honestly maybe even earlier. But that's kind of but they're I think that they're like directly related to Rage comics.
Well, it was like it's crazy how good of a job they do when you're trying to like portray a certain person, you know?
Well, yeah, and there's like soy jacks for every occasion.
Exactly. Like it's it's like just it's like the new caricature for like annoying people, you know? Like
And I love them. I love them so much.
if there is one like annoying stereotype that exists, there is a soy jack about them.
Well, there's even like stupid ones too. Like I've seen one that's like average orange crush enjoyer, and it's like a soy jack with an orange crush bottle for a head. Like
I've seen
he's like all orange, and he's saying like I love oranges. Like,
What's crazy is like some of them are really well done too. It's like the like costume and like the faces is like really good. And like there was like some talent that went into it.
have you seen the one? It's like Mr. Incredible, but it's Mr. Gassy.
Yeah. That's crazy. I didn't know anyone else in the world knew about that.
Like who in the world is thinking of this stuff?
Was like
And the thing is that
I've seen a
they're
video
probably
where like
walking among us.
uh, I've seen a video where like somebody was in an argument with somebody, so he just took a picture of like his Twitter, then like soy jacked him. Like, he just drew over him and then just did it.
Real time.
Yeah, dude, it was crazy. It was like, wait, how could you? Like, what would you do if you're in an argument with somebody, then they took a picture of you, and then made you a soy jack within 5 minutes of you arguing?
Well, my biggest thing, I'd probably, I don't know. I don't even know what I'd do.
Like,
But like
right?
the weird thing to me is that the people who are doing this are walking among us. Like it could be your friend, it could be your mom.
Yeah,
Like
I'm sure my mom loves drawing soy jacks on her free time.
you never know. That's like who like maybe you know someone who really hates Orange Crush, and that's the person who drew the Orange Crush Jack.
I always thought about that by like Rule 34 artists, but they probably look like normal people. You know, like you would never know.
Yeah.
And that really like bugs me. That's keeping me up at night a few times.
Well, yeah, like back in like the ancient days, you kind of knew who was doing like it was somebody in your small town, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Someone in your village was the guy who was pooping on the walls.
Yeah, my village. I'm gonna go down to the local fish shack and get my and get my salted fish and potatoes.
But like nowadays, you don't know. Like it
Well,
could
like,
be one. I mean,
what I'm talking about is
well,
like I feel you would like stereotype these people like oh they probably like if I saw a soy jacker in real life like I wouldn't know like, they'd be like greasy they would be wearing like something cringe. But I feel like that's not true. I feel like they would just look like you or me, you know.
yeah.
Like people might
Like
think
for all you know,
I am a soy jacker.
I mean, for all you know, I am.
Yeah,
I could be making the Orange Crush one I'm talking about.
yeah. You're just trying to plug your soy jacks.
Everybody watching this video is gonna increase my soy jack popularity by 5. See, I'm afraid to look up Orange Crush Soy Jack on the school. You know what? I'm just gonna look it up on my phone.
I think we should gaslight
Maybe I'm
people
just,
into thinking that like um that they are a soy jack like oh yeah someone like drew something about you and then like show them a random one show them the Orange Crush one you're like dude like this is you like that's you
somebody anonymous.
yeah like what are you gonna do about
Okay,
this.
so this one, it is. Oh, do you know who Chuddy is? He's in the Soy Jack
I
universe.
have no idea.
Here, I'll send you a picture of it on Instagram if it would actually work. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It's Chuddy making orange juice while there's an orange soy jack locked in a cage.
What the hell.
Like, what does it even mean?
What yeah well what are you supposed to what are you supposed to get from this.
Somebody made it. Somebody made it like that.
But moving on, soy jack might be peak of this entire episode actually to be honest with you because like that's really
What?
good. But moving on, I feel like more modern stuff. This is actually kind of old now. Like, do you remember those like President AI covers, or like they would all be like playing video games or like singing a song?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's like they're kind of their own characters now. Like they're almost like Joe Biden, Donald Trump, and Barack Obama are like kind of like synonymous with like meme culture now. Like they're on tier with Big Chungus.
Well, Donald Trump's alignment with memes started back in 2016.
Yeah,
I
you're
think that
right.
he was one of
You're
the
right.
big people back then for he didn't do it himself.
Mm-hmm.
Indirectly, he became part of that culture. Which, not to get like political, but I think that's why there's a lot of young people voting for him, especially young males. It's because they've been seeing them like him like every day basically for the past 8 years in their culture that they consume.
That's fair. Even before that, dude,
Like, and
because he
I
was in like movies and stuff. You always knew what like, Donald Trump was doing, you know, in the news and stuff.
yeah.
He helped Kevin McAllister in Home Alone 2 find the airplane.
No, he helped him find his room
Oh, you're right.
because I think he was in like Trump Hotel. He was like, "Oh yeah, just go down to the hall to the left."
You think we could get Donald Trump on the podcast?
No, I want to get like someone like really off the walls on here, like famous. Like we could get like Dr. Phil, Shaq, Dave Chappelle
Yeah, we could definitely get
one
like
day.
Melissa McCarthy. Our
Babe
first.
Ruth. Wait,
We
here's a
should.
great idea. We get an AI dead celebrity on the podcast.
I'm here with Babe Ruth's ghost on the podcast. We have to like do an exorcism.
Um, what else?
There's not too many like
I guess
memes now, but I do want to commentate that
Big
like
memes.
yeah, but I do want to commentate like meme culture right now is like the highest quality that's ever been. You know,
Oh, I guess the most recent ones are like the Hello Bro and Freak Bob. Those are like the latest big ones, I guess.
Free Pop's really funny. I forgot about that.
Oh,
Oh,
and Hawk Tuah. Hawk
oh,
Tuah is very
dude.
popular too.
And Skibbity Toilet. How could we forget?
He's
He's
Yeah, I
fallen
mean he's
off.
big now.
He's fallen
Yeah.
off, but he was prevalent.
Yeah, like for the summer.
Yeah, for exactly 3 months, he was the most popular meme on the planet.
No, honestly, I think right now the biggest one is Hawk Tuah. Like the irony spin of it.
Hey, did you see that video
Like,
where like this guy had like I'm gonna cut this out because it's not gonna be funny if I repeat it. But you see the video I sent you where like the Uber driver had like dogs in his front seat. He was like recording people's reactions. And like the first people were like, "Oh my
mhm.
god, that's such a nice dog," and the last guy was like, "Cocktail spit on that thing."
One of my friends, he sent me a video at 5 o'clock in the morning. Okay, I was in bed.
Yeah.
I woke up to a video of him slowed down, like in the middle of the night in a cold sweat, saying, "Hawk Tuah spit on that thing." And I couldn't understand it because I was half awake. Like I watched it like 6 times trying to understand what he was saying.
Okay. Oh, I actually have to tell you a story real quick. This is super off topic.
I mean, actually, we're just about done talking about memes,
Sure,
so we
are.
can kind of
Um.
go into the off-topic stuff now.
So I went to a concert last night, right?
Hmm.
And and not much happened. Like it was a good concert, but there was this guy who was on stage. I don't even know what he was supposed to do because I've never seen this before. I don't know if he like ran the building or what, but he was just like talking, but he didn't like promote anything. So he was just like, so he came up and he goes, "Do you guys remember when I was here when you guys were all here 4 years ago?" And no one said anything. You know, he goes, "Okay. Well, last time I showed off my tattoos." And he goes, "Do you want to see them?" Like a couple like screeches for no reason, right? And then he showed like
Hmm.
there was a cow one, but I didn't get the joke. But then he had like another one. He goes, "This is a new one." And he lifts up his pant leg. Which I don't know why he didn't wear shorts if he was gonna do this. Well, so he lifts up his pant leg and he goes, "This is a tattoo of a thermos. Remember, don't touch the thermostat." I was like, "Dude, shut the
No,
fuck up."
this did not
Dude,
happen.
I swear it did because I would not stop talking. I was like, "Did you hear what that guy said? Like, what was he supposed to be? What is he supposed to do?" He goes, "Don't touch the thermostat." I was like, "Dude, who?"
He's the main beneficiary of the
He's
place, and they have to let him on stage.
like, like, how did you get on stage? What are you doing?
That's crazy.
Don't touch the thermostat. I was like, "Who are you?" And then like, and the funniest part is we didn't see him for the rest of the night. Like he wasn't a main character.
Really? He
Yeah,
just disappeared?
yeah, dude, he wasn't anywhere. I was even like, they had like a bunch of tables set up for a bunch of different stuff. I was kind of like looking for him because I was like, "What is this guy supposed to be?" And like, I couldn't even enjoy the concert because I was thinking about that so much.
That's really weird. And
Isn't it
so,
like
just, he just showed you his thermostat and left?
he showed us his leg tattoos and then left? Which it was like this guy has like, well, it's weird because I've been to that location for like a few concerts and a basketball game, and I've never seen that dude. So like, I don't know what he's supposed to be. You know, like I don't know if he's like the band manager or something, but like he didn't introduce himself. He didn't even introduce the band. He just left, and then the band started playing. So like
He
I
was some crazy guy who got up on stage.
well apparently like this is a 4 year tradition, I guess, because this happened 4 years ago too.
It was like a Christian rock
Yeah,
concert.
it was a Christian concert. There's three different bands. Oh, I'm trying not to say the bands or the place. I want to dox myself.
Yeah.
But it's like, why would you do that? And it's even like they had this like other guy up there, and he was like promoting like, give $1 a day to these kids in El Salvador, kind of a thing. Like, okay, and like, he was really funny too. Like, he was a good guy. It was like, well, he was like promoting something. Even like a girl came up and was promoting stuff. But like the tattoo guy didn't promote anything but his leg tattoos.
Maybe he's like the guy that like it's like his groupie.
So, well, like, why did he show off his thermos tattoo to us? It's like,
Don't touch the thermostat.
it was like,
That's why.
did he pay off somebody to let him do that? Because he wasn't even funny, Because like, he
Maybe
did
not
that.
to you.
Because he did that. Well, it's not because he was funny. It's because it was the craziest thing I've ever seen. Like, it didn't make any sense. Don't touch the thermostat.
No, maybe his goal was just to get in your head and he accomplished it.
Yeah, do you think like he's like like a cordyceps from like The Last of Us, and now there's a mushroom in my brain. Like he spread me the virus. He's patient.
Yeah,
He's patient zero.
pretty soon you're gonna be getting um a thermostat tattoo and doing the same thing.
as like as like I'm like his spawn, dude. Like I'm gonna be doing this for the rest of my life. Like going to random concerts and showing off my tattoos.
That's Go ahead and do it, man.
Yeah,
What's stopping you?
it's up for you. It's up to you, man. It was wild.
Don't touch the thermostat.
And then there was this guy, and it's like a thing like he was like holding up his hands and stuff, what like Christians do when they're like enchanted by music, right? But he was like had his hands towards him. Like you're not supposed to do that. But he kept on just like moving his hands, and he was like summoning the band. It was really weird.
Come on, man. Get up on stage.
Well, it was like actually like he was like. Have you watched Megamind?
Don't kill me, but I haven't.
Okay. Okay. Well, you know the scene where it's like the guy with the white hair has his like hands up and he goes, "Rise, my beautiful creation." Have you seen that clip?
Yes.
Well, that's what he was doing to the band, dude. Like he was doing the same hand signals. It's like they're not gonna come to you; they're up there. Like oh my goodness. Or was this thing, or was like this generation's cooked because it was like showing a video of everybody like on their phones, they're playing games in the lecture, like on their laptop and phones. And one kid was watching the Talk to a podcast during a lecture, and that was really funny.
Um, no, my classes this semester suck. Like I just sit around and do nothing.
Mine are the opposite,
Maybe
dude.
it's more like,
I'm like always doing stuff.
how did you do that?
What do you mean?
I don't know.
How do you do that? If you're so busy, if you're doing stuff all the time, why are you on a podcast with me?
Yeah.
Oh
What if I
no,
want to
man.
take it over?
Yeah. I feel like I could convince somebody that you're not real and that you're AI. You were AI the entire time.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would make sense.
You're like, oh yeah, we want to meet Maddie one day,
No, it's not possible.
but he's not real. It's an AI. Isn't it obvious? His voice is all echoey. You thought that was the room he was in? No, it's just his AI robot voice.
Well, so I put those posters up
Yeah.
at the and I nobody ever emailed.
It probably take a while.
I guess they. Well, and the signs also sucked too
Well,
because number one, I couldn't find a color printer,
yeah,
so they're in
we have to
black and
figure
white.
we have to figure that out.
No, I went at home. I'll
Okay.
probably print some up tomorrow and replace them.
Well, it's like for
Well,
context,
and
we print off a bunch of posters for like guests to come on. And Maddie's hanging them up around his school. But when we went to that school together, it's like I those posters didn't really get me to sign up for anything. So it might take a
well,
while.
I mean, I at least like go look at them though, like
That's fair.
whenever I'm at the place where all the posters are.
That's fair.
But also, you kind of have to recognize that people aren't really going to sign up. Like that's a very niche thing,
Yeah.
but it doesn't hurt.
We'll get a few people for
But
sure.
and then like our one friend from last year with the beautiful eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I don't know. It's a very niche group of people.
Um, I don't. I think we should make our interview process like, like really, really serious. Like we should be like wearing like suits and ties and asking them really personal questions, but not like showing any
What's your
emotion.
mother's name?
Hmm?
I said, "What's your mother's name?"
Yeah, it's like it. It's like a government audit. Like it's like really serious, like interview. It's like, so are you going to fit in the athlete, the comedian, or the carny category? I'm not
Well,
real.
we can't tell people
Dude, I feel like if we
that
put
we.
up that you can sign up to be a carny, people will do it.
I do have a guest for our next episode set up.
Is he a carny?
Kind of. It's kind of.
Okay.
Um, I'll tell you more about it later.
Okay.
I'm trying to get some more of my friends to do it, but my one friend doesn't ever respond to my texts, so I need to like go beat him up.
I'm gonna start pulling people off the street.
No, we need to do that. Like when you're here, we should like just go up to people and be like, "Want to be on a podcast?"
I am not. We should set up in the ghetto, and wear like suits and ties, and like have like and have and have like mega horns and like scream at people to sign up for a podcast.
I want to. No, I want to do that. I want to set up like a table and just like record us doing like interviewing people.
What I really want to do a bit where like I go to like a bar and like sing guitar, but like I'm the worst. I'm the worst artist of all time. Like, it's just like
Karaoke and it's terrible.
yeah, it's just like ear rape. Like it's horrible. Like I've never touched a guitar in my entire life.
But why would you do that?
Um, it'd just be a funny bit, man.
We need to do the one. What's that one game? The Angry Shark.
Oh, dude. Yes, we do. I'm working on one right now. That's gonna be the next one.
What's the one that you're working on now?
I can't tell you, dude. It's spoilers.
Well, am I going to be a part of the um Angry Shark one?
You sure are,
Good.
dude.
I'll bend over.
We 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 have to start calling our audience sharks when that video comes out.
Or maybe we could do like Chungies.
Dude,
say
we
that a
are
lot.
not doing that.
What's wrong with Chungies?
That dude, like that has to be a term for a certain internet fellowship. Like,
I don't believe so.
I bet.
No, I've never heard.
I bet
I've never heard anybody else
the
say it.
word shungy.
Okay, it's a traditional game played by children in Nepal.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think that's our audience.
Yeah, when I look up Chungi, it's just like a game
Can,
where they like kick a
can
ball
you imagine we
around.
have the most niche audience ever? We have the people we record this for is children in Nepal. What's up,
Okay, Diddy.
Chungies? Back at you with another
Hello,
episode.
I will be teaching you guys how to play the game Chungi.
I think we should create a game that's really, really bad.
Like what?
I don't know. Just like, dude, what we should do, we should do two things. We should make a game that's like the first idea we have, like every single time it has to go into it. Like there's like no going back. Right.
Like what do you mean?
It was like oh, it's gonna be a shooter, okay, and that's like okay, there's gonna be like it's gonna be PvP, okay, oh, it's gonna have this, okay, like we can't go back, right? But no matter what we say, it goes in.
Okay.
Then we should also record an entire album in one take, but like just come up with everything off the top of our head and see what happens.
That sounds terrible.
That's the point. Is I want to see I want to see the creation.
Well, we were gonna make that one album,
We were.
um, with Lemon Lime's mom.
Is that lost to time, or do you still have that?
I probably still I don't delete stuff, so I
I
probably still have the
I,
notepad on my computer.
I also don't think that'd be very hard to recreate. It's just two
No,
noises.
oh no, that's lost to time. I still have um
Oh, like the file,
the what's it
like the,
called?
the album.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
I don't know
context,
where it's at.
everybody. So many moons ago, we had this idea of creating like a real album. Like it'd be a joke, but like we were actually gonna try to make an album. And then Matt created something called Lemon Lime's Mom, which is nothing but horse noises and metal pipes clanging on the ground. And then like it's up to you for the interpretation of what that means.
Oh wait,
You
what's our
should
timeout?
you should talk about Yankee Doodle.
Oh, I can't.
Why?
It's it's rough.
Dude, nothing is more embarrassing than you saying you drew Pepe ducks and had your friends rate it.
I mean, you don't get it.
Well, you can just say you wrote a you wrote a diss track.
No. Yankee Doodle wasn't the diss track.
Oh, I thought that was the diss track.
No, it was.
Am I allowed to keep this in?
Huh?
Am I allowed to keep this in?
Maybe.
Okay.
No, it was. It was just a rap. It was just Yankee Doodle.
I thought it was a diss
Um,
track
and
about a friend.
no, I made a diss track. It was called President Pishu.
Oh, dude, I got that way. I remember you got mad at me because like you were showing it to me and I was like, "Oh, that's pretty good." You're like, "You didn't even listen to it all the way." I was like, "Oh, I guess I'm listening to it all the way."
Um, yeah, I mean, I don't even know what I was gonna say. I don't even want to tell you anymore.
Okay.
No, yeah, no. President Pishu was the diss. The other one was just like a regular rap.
Uh,
I don't remember how to get to it. It's just a headache. Um,
is it on anything or is it like lost to time? Lost to time.
no, okay. So I probably could. It's just gonna be a headache because I have to sign into an old email address.
Oh,
So it's if I can remember that email.
in the password.
And and no, yeah, that's what I meant. If I can remember the password. And then I have to sign into the SoundCloud because I have it on SoundCloud, but it's privated.
Yeah.
Both of them are privated. I never finished President Pishu. I got like the first verse or two done, but I never like finalized it. But that one was pretty good. I think I used the beat from 5% Tint by Travis Scott.
You know the Living Tombstone FNAF song?
That was a song that the kids sang in the talent show.
Yeah, but have you? They came out with like an orchestra first, like an orchestra performed it,
What?
and it's like good. Like I was, this is so embarrassing. I was listening to it and I got chills, dude. I was like, oh my goodness.
No, you did
Yes, I
not.
did. I got
Stop
goosebumps.
lying.
Hold on, I'm gonna show it to you. I got goosebumps from the FNAF orchestra song, dude. Um, People are gonna try their best to find Yankee Doodle now, but it's not gonna happen.
They're not. Yeah, it's actually impossible to find it because it's privated on a um what's it called? On a SoundCloud account.
So during the summer, I updated my Xbox. I didn't mean to, because it was cause when I got my Xbox, I was like really little, so I didn't even have like an email to set up. So I set up under my dad's, and so I was like, so I was trying to sign back into it. I was like, oh, what's your password to this email? Like, goes, oh, I don't even have that email anymore. I was like, okay, so so it's impossible, I guess, to get into that thing, dude. I called Microsoft, and like it was impossible, which is fine because I didn't really spend much money. Like I lost games, which kind of sucks, but it wasn't like a big deal. But the issue was, is I was paying for Xbox Live for that account, right? So so now I'm paying two Xbox Lives for the account I use for my Microsoft account now, and the one that I have no access to. There's like no way to like
That
disable it,
sucks.
dude. I know, and it took me like forever to get the answer. It was like, oh, we can't do anything. Sorry about that.
There's got to be a way for you to deactivate it.
I don't know. Like I could probably like do more research, but it's like it's a pain, dude. And it's like I don't know. It's crazy.
One thing that I had to do, so over the summer, I was doing my video game selling stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and I was working on an Xbox 360 that had parental controls turned on. That is a headache to turn it off on those old consoles
I heard about that actually.
because
Like weirdly, I heard about that recently.
um because either one you can guess it. I was able to guess it on one of the consoles. It was like one, two, three, four.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can't guess it, then you have to go into your Microsoft account, link a new Xbox 360, and then turn it off through there. But you're screwed if it's already linked to someone else's account.
Well, that's the thing about like Microsoft and like that stuff. It's like they don't think about like what happens if like you don't have that Microsoft. You know, like you don't have like
Yeah.
that email or password or anything anymore. It's kind of like it's a really big deal apparently. And I feel like emails weren't as big of a thing like 15 years ago as they are now. You know,
Yeah.
because even like I think even like when I set up my Xbox originally, like it was Microsoft, but it wasn't like Microsoft. Like your account, your Microsoft account that you use for like Excel is linked to your Xbox, like it was, like it is now. You
Yeah.
know, so like how is there no fail safe for that? Like if you like lose an email, which like I've done before, you know, like it's just gone. You just deactivate it.
That's why PlayStation's better.
I know, dude. I know.
But what do I know? No, I will say, in my time working on consoles, by far PlayStation's the easiest to take apart. But I've never broken an Xbox console by taking it apart. I
Dude,
was taking apart a PS4 Pro.
Mm.
It worked completely fine. Okay, I was just cleaning it out because it was in a smoker's house. So part of that process is I take it down to the motherboard and use air to blow everything off, and then I wipe it down with rubbing alcohol. But I forgot to put a metal plate like for the heatsink.
Mm.
It was a completely optional piece. I mean, quote unquote. I mean, it was still a part of the console. I can't sell a console if all the parts aren't in there. I mean, I can, but I don't.
It's unethical.
So I I was taking it apart again, and I'm not even joking. I ripped the power supply connector off the motherboard. I ripped a chunk of the motherboard off. Like it wasn't the connector because I could resolder the connector. No, I ripped the I ripped the face of the motherboard off. Like, how
Jesus.
do you design it like that?
My
Like
Xbox has
like the
gone.
green part.
My Xbox has gone through abuse too, and it's like it works fine. Dumb,
Um,
dumb little
yeah,
machine.
I've never really seen a broken PlayStation though either.
I've seen some PlayStations on like life support that work completely fine. Like the entire top half of it is off, and it's like still going.
Well, it's probably because they're like Japanese made.
Yeah.
Usually Japanese stuff lasts a really long time. Like Hondas.
We should race Honda Civics in the streets.
I'm probably gonna be getting. Well, I told you how I crashed my car and exploded it.
Yeah.
I still don't have a car. I'm still like bumming rides and stuff.
Dude, that was so funny. I can't come to Michigan. Why? He sent me a picture of your car and like half of it is gone. It's like,
But but it rose my credit 50 points
oh, it's so funny.
because I paid off like a $12,000 loan in like 6 months.
That
So it
was
looked
really good.
incredible on my credit.
Yeah, it's really good, especially when you're young. Oh,
But then my okay, so my credit rose 48 points. Okay.
mhm.
After my loan like closed because I still had to pay like $500 on it. After my loan closed, it dropped 47 points.
Dude, really?
Yeah, so after paying off an entire car, I only got one credit point increase.
That's
Like, what in the world
crazy.
is going on?
I hate credit.
I mean, it's not like I'm buying a house soon, but it's still like annoying, you know?
Well, yeah, well, it's like if you're just gonna drop everything you made, it's like why would you even like go through the hassle of paying everything off as fast as you can? You know,
Yeah.
it's like that's one reason. It's like I know it's a trap and all that, but it's like it's really annoying when it's like you do the right thing, you still get penalized. I don't know.
From now on, I'm buying everything in cash. Tired of these
For now on,
loans.
I'm done paying taxes.
Not a bad idea.
We should make like a bunch of fake brands that like that like support the podcast. And we're like have to shout them out. It was like, yep, we got a donation from taxevaders.net.
Um, we like to we'd like to thank today's sponsor, Mark's Markers for his um. I personally use Mark's Markers all the time when I'm studying for my tests and when I need to write something down that's important. Mark's Markers actually comes. He has three different types. He has highlighters, sharp or permanent, and or dry erase markers. So if you need a marker, just turn to Mark. Thanks again.
We should make a video where I'm on the streets and I'm a wizard and I'm selling potions and tonics to people.
I saw this video. I saw this video yesterday.
Yeah.
This guy was at a mall and he was pretending to be like he was doing basic magic tricks,
Mm-hmm.
and he told this guy, he's like, and that'll be $100. And the guy like threatened to fight him. And so the guy's girlfriend was like holding him back. And after he left and his girlfriend like escorted the guy away, um, the guy was like, imagine you're in the mall and you look over and some guy's threatening to beat up a guy dressed up like a magician. He had a top hat on and everything.
Yeah. Have you seen that video where like this guy is like, he's like he's in looking in rough shape. He's like doing like magic tricks with like his like tissue paper. But he's by himself, and the caption's like, "The Fent gave this dude wizardly powers." I want to do stuff like that.
In due time.
Yeah, like the wizard. The wizard is in his van selling his potions and healing powders. And like you drink the
You should come to
potion,
my school and do that.
and it's like you drink the potion. It's like you start like breaking out in hives.
It is pure pufferfish toxin.
it's like, oh, that's the wrong potion. uh, you still have to
All
go.
right, though.
You still have to go.
Yeah, I was just about to say I need to
Okay.
start.
Well, that's
I
gonna
don't
be
know.
today's episode, everybody. I know the format's a little rushed. We have a lot going on. We're very busy billionaire men with with busy jobs.
Entrepreneurs.
Yeah, we're billionaire entrepreneurs, and we're very busy all the
Yeah.
time.
I need to go take my Ferrari into the shop so I can get some new mods on it, you know.
Yeah,
I'm about to engine swap it, put a new engine in it to make it go even faster.
yeah. I don't even have a
So-
Ferrari. I just drive my jet everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, this week I'm just driving my Ferrari because my Rolls Royce is in the shop.
Yeah, well, what I do is I have my personal Boeing 77, and I have a Ferrari connected to it, and it drops a Ferrari from the sky, and I land on the highway, and I start driving because I'm so rich.
Yeah, but there's a parachute on the Ferrari,
Yeah,
which then gets sucked back inside the car when it's done.
yeah, and the parachute is made out of $100 bills.
And then when I'm done using the parachute, I actually give back to charity. It's the Supporting Women charity. So, in case you guys are interested at all, you know.
Yeah, yeah. When I'm done with my parachute with the $100 bills, I use it to blow my nose, and I start driving. I throw it away. But anyways, that is going to do it for today's episode. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, have a good night.